Oh, there it is. Oh, no. Hello, crafters. It's Tom Creek with Creek Bank Creations. My wife, Julie, and I own Creek Bank Creations. We have our own line of dies, stamps, adhesives, tools, pattern paper, and all kinds of other things for your paper crafting hobby. So join us. We are purveyors of paper arts goodness. We're glad to have you tonight. Tonight's event, we are going to take the Happy Flappy card. Happy Flappy. Get that where you can see it. Had it too low. Happy Flappy. Did you know this is the only card that talks to you? Watch. I'm the Happy Flappy card. Please buy me. Please buy me. How about that? Well, anyway, once you get the Happy Flappy card, we're going to do a Happy Flappy conversion. That's right, a conversion. So, as you know, the way the Happy Flappy works ordinarily, of course, it opens, whoops, like that and like that, right? But with the conversion that I bet you didn't know you could do, that Julie's going to show you tonight, it's going to work like this. Oh, wow! A gift card inside there. And opens up for your greeting right there. All with the same die that you already owned. Whoa. Can you believe that? So guess what? You don't have to spend some more money on a new die because you already own the die. That's going to be a lot of fun tonight. I'm going to be giving away some cool stuff. I'm going to give away a triple layer stencil, a $15.99 value, the Apple stencil, which Julie's going to be using tonight in the YouTube Live. So stay tuned till the end so I can give that away. Guys, a wonderful trivia question for you out there. Gonna have a lot of fun with that. By the way, I wanted to thank everybody for coming to the Akron show last weekend at the Adventures in Stamping. We had a great time with you crafters. Enjoyed visiting with you all and just having fun with you at the show. So come, not this weekend, but next weekend to Novi, Michigan, outside of Detroit City. The Great Lakes Mega Meet.
That is three Mega Meet people in the chat.
Hey, 3 Mega Meet people.
Three awesome. Mega Meters.
We're going to be there.
They call them M&Ms.
We're going to start on Wednesday night this year at the Round Robin Make and Take. If you didn't sign up for that already, I'm sorry, it's already sold out. But think about it next year. Get your tickets for next year for that. And then the show starts.
Stop. What are you supposed to tell them?
What? Oh, bring, if you're going to do the Round Robin, make sure to bring your die pick. Can you see your die pick? Yes, die pick. Okay, be sure to bring one with you. It'll make the make and take a lot easier for you. Okay? All right. Also, that show is Thursday, May 8th, Friday, May 9th, and Saturday, May 10th. A 3-day show. Actually, if you count Wednesday night, we're going to count more like a 4-day show. But anyway, we're going to have a lot of fun. Can't wait to see y'all. If anybody's out there and you're going to the show, tell us. Tell us if you're coming to the show or not.
Deborah said she'll be at the Round Robin.
Oh,
Jane
awesome, Deborah.
said it'll be her first Round Robin.
Awesome.
Valerie, I'll see you at the Round Robin. So they're all going to bring pick tools.
Cool. Good job, ladies. Good job. Also, we are going to be, that is in May. Then we're going to take a few weeks off and we won't be back on the road until we do the Great American Scrapbook Convention in beautiful Denton, Texas. And that's June 6th and 7th. That's a Friday, Saturday show.
What's the great thing about that show?
The great thing about that show is...
free parking.
Free parking, yes. The great thing about that show is free parking. I was going to say, because the hotel is attached to the...
Well, that's great, too.
To the convention center.
There's free parking and you don't have to walk.
No, you don't have to walk 2 miles to get to the show.
Yeah.
It's a great show. A lot of great vendors there. We'll be there with a big old booth and can't wait to see you in Denton. And then back into June, we'll be have a couple weeks off, and then we'll be back on the road in Florida. That's right, Lakeland, FLA, at the Stamp Fest show. That's a Saturday, Sunday show, June 28th and 29th. So join us there.
Question.
Yes, my love.
Is FLA the real abbreviation?
Well,
or did you make that up?
They're in the 70s. There was this wonderful music artist. Let's see. One down. Oh, Steve Miller. Steve Miller. I had a brain slip there. Steve Miller. And he said, Philadelphia, Atlanta, L.A., Northern California, where the girls are warm so I could
be with my sweet baby. Yeah.
Let's see. Hold on. I
that
skipped a
has
verse.
nothing to do with FLA.
He said Miami FLA. No. Oh, no, that was another
You're making
artist.
up
Anyway.
stuff. Is that what you're doing?
Back in the days before it was 2-day abbreviations or two-letter abbreviations,
No,
the abbreviation for Florida was FLA. So Chuck Berry had a song.
This would have been a great piece of
FLA,
trivia.
FLA. Yeah.
For
FLA.
tonight's video.
It would have been. So
FLA.
it used to be the abbreviation for Florida.
It did not.
It did. Lois Back, you live in Florida now. Tell her that the abbreviation for Florida used to be FLA. Thank you. All right. And how come I don't have anything? Do I have to do that? Mm-hmm. Oh, there we go. That's right.
Oh my, there's a rapper that has a song called FLA.
FLA, that's
Leonard
right.
Skinnard.
Yes.
Does that ring a bell?
Leonard Skinnard would have.
FLA, Leonard Skinnard.
Uh-huh. Steve Miller.
Where the
Chuck
dogs
Berry.
are barking and I'm out rocking.
FLA.
I'm back in FLA.
FLA, that's right.
But it never was an official, right?
No, it always was official until the U.S. Postal Service got involved sometime in the...
You mean the government?
The government got involved sometime in the 80s or 90s, and they changed all the abbreviations to all the states from 3 letters to 2 letters.
When was that?
I think it was in the early 80s. Might have been late 70s.
Is anybody agreeing with you in the chat?
Amy Smith says she remembers FLA. Thank you, Amy. I appreciate the feedback.
That would have been such a great question.
What year was it?
1963.
That's when they changed from 3 letters to 2 letters?
Yes, Florida was the official abbreviation for Florida, but it was later changed to FL in 1963.
Well, I'm going to tell you what. I was like 3 years old in 1963. I wasn't paying any attention at that point. I was still FLA all the way till I was a teenager. So there you go. All right. So anyway, well, without any further ado, can't wait to see you all at a show. We're gonna have a lot of fun tonight.
Lots of people
coming to Novi. Awesome. We can't wait to see you all in Novi, and in the other place we're going, Denton. Sometimes we get lost. Where are we? Okay. So, Mrs. Creek, you ready to go? You want to switch the camera over to Mrs. Creek?
I am. Well, yes.
That would be Julie
Creek. Hand me
Creek.
my cards.
Lois Back said, Florida is the abbreviation for Florida. FL is the postal code. Ooh. All right.
Okay.
You
say that again? What'd she say?
Lois Back. I knew Lois would be a good reference. She always is. Plus, she's from Florida. She says, FLA is the abbreviation for Florida. FL is the postal code.
Okay. See, you were right.
Hey, Becky Carpenter from Ohio.
Your side?
Huh?
She's taking your side.
Lois wouldn't just take my side. Lois is not like that. Lois is my friend.
She didn't want to help you. Okay, am I on? Okay. Greetings, crafters. We are live tonight from Perrysville, Indiana. Did Tom say that?
No, I didn't. Actually, we're tweener tonight.
Yeah,
we're in Covington.
Yes, we're actually in the woods.
Broadcasting live from our home in the woods in West Central Indiana in Fountain County.
Is he on camera?
No,
Oh,
I could be. Would you like me to
That
be?
would have been amazing. Okay, it's my turn to talk now.
All right. Hi, Mary Novak. Hope you're doing better.
Okay, so we are going...
Hope your husband's doing better. Yes, go ahead.
Yes. You know what? We should... Mary should hang to the end and we'll pray.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That situation. Okay. And, I mean, we already have been praying.
But yes.
Okay, so we are talking tonight about the Happy Flappy, and we're doing Happy Flappy conversions tonight. So last year we released the Happy Flappy die, which has this awesome whole mechanism in it, and it's super fun card. You may have been one of the lucky people who got to make this card on our make and take last year. And so what we're going to do is we're going to do an adaptation. So that's a big word, conversion.
Would you repeat that again?
Adaptation. So we're going to turn it into a gift card holder. And I used the teacher things, we're going to use the teacher supplies tonight, which is the layered apple stencil and the Best Teacher Ever stamp. because we're headed into the end of the school year, and you just might want to give one of the teachers in your life a gift card.
But you could use the same concept as for a graduate in your life.
But you could use the same concept for a graduate in your life. So this
Good minds think alike.
The exact same color. And when my son graduated from Schlarman High School, he was a Schlarman Hilltopper. These are the school colors, yellow and blue. So I always make the graduation cards yellow and blue. So you could use it for a graduation card. Or, Tom, what's that other holiday that we have coming up?
Birthdays. Father's Day. Yeah, but Mother's Day comes in 2 weeks.
And Mother's Day as well.
Mama San's Day. That's right.
So, this card is the same card front, but I used the new Sidewalk sign sentiment stamp and die set on the front of this for Happy Father's Day, and then I added the tools. And then my dad happens to be a huge Craftsman tool guy. So I always make Father's Day cards.
Your dad?
Yes.
Your dad's not a Craftsman's tool guy.
Yes,
He's a tool guy,
is.
but not a Craftsman tool guy.
Look around, baby.
You need to look at my boxes. All right.
So as I was saying,
hold it. Amy Smith said she used it with the S'more die and stamp set.
Okay.
And loves it.
Awesome.
Thanks.
Awesome. So as I was saying, I did the whole color red and gray for Craftsman. You can change it out. You could do something different with it. But as you can see, it does make the great place for the gift card. So that is what we are working on tonight. I think we're ready to turn the camera down.
Going downer.
And get started. Okay. So are we down, Peyton?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Peyton is our official, what do we call him?
We call
Editor,
him our
program. What is he called?
Producer. Our producer. Our senior producer, Lucky Russell.
He is on duty tonight. So we are talking about the Happy Flappy card. And we are going to be using from the Happy Flappy die set. We are going to be using the base die and the cover. So what you're looking at here is the base, and then this piece here is the red piece that you see here. And this red piece has this notch, which matches the notch on your card base. So I thought it would be cool to try to figure out another way to use this, because I know many of you already own this. Now, this card it's very helpful when you make this card if you use some heavyweight cardstock, like 190, 110 pound, and I've already cut that from the white cardstock. So this is our background, and I have already cut it from the red cardstock, and you can see how that matches up exactly, how the notch matches up exactly. So we've already got that cut. Now what we're going to do is build our front onto this red panel. But before we do that, I want to deal with this slit right here. We have that slit in there because when we're making the Happy Flappy, we have that pull mechanism, and that pull mechanism is sliding through that slit. But we don't need that slit. It's going to end up getting in the way of our project. So what we're going to do is take a piece of paper, same color, and we are going to die cut. We're going to trim this out, and we're going to die cut this, and we're going to run it through the die cut machine. Now, when we run it through the die cut machine, we are going to run it through so that we run over the front notch, this half circle. So I'm going to run over the half circle, and then I'm going to pull it back out. I'm not running over that slit because I don't want the gift card getting caught on it. So I'm going to run it through the machine just until I have that notch covered, or that half circle. And I'm going to pull it out. You guys doing okay over there?
We are, except for I'm having problems with the dialogue.
There's a lot of conversation going on, but I'm okay. Am I okay?
You're okay. You're doing great.
Because is anybody watching to see that? I'm
Yeah,
okay?
they're watching. But
No, are you watching?
yeah, I'm trying to see if there's questions, and
Okay.
my questions went away.
So we have run this through so that we have this piece, and we didn't run it all the way through because we did not want that slit there. So I need you guys to watch so you can see if I'm for sure on camera.
Okay.
I am, hello! They're having a convo over there. I'm going to pull this piece off, and what we want to do is line this up. So I'm just going to cut and finish that cut straight out. So I'm going to put my blade right next to the paper and just trim it out. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. This is not going to show. You can see there, I cut into the barcode. Not going to show, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, now that's great. We know that this piece is 4 inches wide, and it's extra long because we didn't die cut the back. So we're gonna pull this down, guys. Am I on camera here? Okay, can they see that?
Can you bring it up?
I don't know if you're gonna be able to see this. What we're gonna do is we're gonna cut it an 1/8 of an inch shy of 4 inches. So we have 4 inches, and I have the notch over here on the left, and I'm gonna pull it back an 1/8 of an inch. I don't know if you can see that bottom edge of my paper trimmer. No. And we're gonna cut. So we're gonna cut it so the width is an 1/8 of an inch shy of 4 inches. Okay? Now, that is going to give me a piece that I am going to adhere to the back of my panel so that when I put the mechanism in there, it's not catching on the slit. Everybody with me? If you understand where I'm at, put a yes in the chat. Are we good? How we doing? Are we getting a yes? So I am going to put liquid glue on this. And you all know I'm really not a fan of liquid glue. But I like it for this because what we want to do is get that adhesive all the way out to the edge. And then I'm going to put it all over the place. Now, we're going to put this on. I also like that it kind of adds a little stability. Okay, is everybody with me?
Yes. All right, now we're getting some feedback. Yes.
Okay, now I'm going to line that up perfectly. And this is not going to show. I have glue here on the inside. That part won't show. And now I have a really nice front panel, and I don't have to worry about the gift card getting caught in that slit. How's that sound? Pretty good? Okay, so we have that done. So our next part, let's just go ahead and build that panel. Before we move on, I do want to talk about this. We have a product on our website. It just says glue nozzle, does not have a picture on it, and it is this glue nozzle. And I want to explain this glue nozzle to you. If you open this up, if you open your bottle, typically the way this bottle is used is that there's a steel head on it, and then it ends up just clogging every single time. You might have a head pin for it, but sometimes the head pin will get like stuck in the bottle. And so we have a glue nozzle that comes in is it 4, Tom?
4. That's right.
In a
4
package.
with a stainless steel
And that
pin.
is made so that you clean out the inside of your bottle. So take this to the sink and wash it out. And you're going to install your nozzle from the inside. So this is what it looks like. You're going to push that up in there, and you're going to push it up in there as tight as you can get it, and you're going to get a seal at the top. Your bottle's going to seal. Then you're going to have that really nice thin glue line, and it comes with a stainless steel head pin. So you can put your head pin on it, and you won't have that problem with it clogging. And what you will do is you'll start creating, and you'll forget to put the head pin back on. Anybody relate to that one? You come back and you're like, oh my gosh, it's all dried out. So when it dries out, you can try to pull the glue off of the end like I just did. Or you can take your scissors and trim it off. Once you trim it down all the way to the end of your bottle, you're going to open this up. You're going to stab this with your pick tool. Stab it, baby. Pull it out and then put a new one in. So the trick to this lasting...
And it's not like trying to wash out one of those metal tips that clog and clog clog.
After a while, you just throw them away because you get sick of it.
Well, yes.
The kicker is you got to remember to put your head pin back in. That's the kick with this. So I've had very good luck with this. I've used it for over a year. And are these... Do you remember the price point? Peyton, can you get a link and
they're either
put it in there?
$4.99 or $5.99.
Yeah,
sure.
Peyton will find out, but a lot cheaper than other options. And I know other people love the other options on the market, but that's an option for you. So we have our panel here, and we are ready to add some stencil work. So we are going to
How much?
Work with
$4.99. That's right.
$4.99.
That's right. Only $4.99. You get a stainless steel pin, 4 glue tips, and a colorful jewel on the end of your pin, or pearl, I should say, not a pearl, a jewel, a bead. How about that? A bead. Yes.
So
And what do we call those online?
Glue nozzles.
Glue nozzles.
Glue nozzles.
Fancy.
Did you send the
Fancy.
Peyton just sent you the link on
Okay.
that.
Now we are ready to start our front, and we are going to stencil the front, but we're going to stencil it inside the stamp board. So I have my stamper's window in here, and
Is that why you're not using magnets?
you can go to my video on the stamper's window and learn all about the stamper's window, and I am not using magnets.
You're not using magnets on your stamp
What
board?
we're going to do
Oh,
tonight
hark.
is work with the triple layer stencil, which is the apple. And when we prep the stencil, I recommend that you cover it with black Sharpie. Cover the whole thing with black Sharpie.
Did I tell you you're the apple of my eye?
And then we're going
Just
to
saying.
take goof off and wipe it off. And the etch, the black is going to sit down in the etch. Did you want to teach the class?
You're doing
Because
great.
I can't compete with you.
I'm sorry. No, you're doing great. You're doing great.
Would you like to trade places?
No, Mrs.
The
Kirk, you're
black
doing wonderful.
marker is going to sit down in the etch marks, and then you're going to be able to read the etch marks. So I do have a video on how to prep a laser stencil, but I am going to cheat tonight.
No way.
Are you ready, Tom?
Yes,
We're going
I'm
to
ready.
cheat. Okay, so I have installed the stamper's window in my board. I could pull it out and put it on a glass mat, but the benefit of using the board is that I'm putting my corner tool. This is the straight and steady corner tool. They come in many sizes. They're marked with the size. I'm using the 1/2-inch tool. I've set my paper up, and now when I come in with my stencil, this is, as you can see, stencil number 1. I'm going to push that down, and that is going to hold, and I need to get it straight. I'm going to have perfect alignment with all of my layers because I'm just going to use that tool on the corner. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, now I'm going to pick up red ink. I'll try to get this on here. And I'm using the stencil brush, and we're going to pick up our red ink, and I'm always starting off and then swirling onto my paper, and we will build the background, color number 1, and we're doing red apples tonight.
I like my apples red as
And-
opposed to green apples.
Yeah.
Just saying. But you could make green apples if you wanted green apples.
Right. You know, something about the teacher card that it just seems like it needs to be red.
Needs to be red.
Of course, you know red is the best color that there is out there. So that's why I would say that. The green apple gives you a little tart, right? Aren't the green ones tart?
I was just thinking about the Roger Miller song, but God didn't make little green apples, and it don't rain in Indianapolis in the summertime.
Oh, did he write about FL?
No, he said no such thing
Okay,
as...
so there's my red. He said what?
would you like me to sing the whole song?
No, but
Okay.
you might look up words so it can be a question of the day. Okay,
Okay.
I have my red down. I'm going to pull that up, and there's my beautiful red apples. Now, I probably have red out here around this edge where I've stenciled, so I'm just going to run my Wonder Wipe around that edge very carefully, just so I don't pick up any more red. Now, the question is, when you get ink on your stamper's window, is it going to stain
Whoa, look at that.
the stamper's window? And the answer is yes. Eventually, you're going to have ink on there, and it is going to discolor if you use it like this. So some people like to keep these separate, one that they're gonna have ink on, and one that they're gonna keep clean for stamping. So I'm going to do my second color, and that is my stem. And when I put my stencil in, do you see how I lined that right back up in the corner of my straight and steady tool, and that gets my stems lined up perfectly. Did that make sense, Tom?
Yes,
dear. Did we catch that?
It makes a wonderful sense. But you know, I think you need to add that if you get ink on your stamper's window, to just take it into the kitchen and wash it.
Yes, and sometimes it comes. Here's what I've discovered. Sometimes it comes off, and sometimes it doesn't. So what I'm saying is, even though it's discolored, it will still perform the services that you need it to perform. It'll still be sticky, but you may have discoloration on it. Okay. Now, I have been at times successful in washing it. Other times, things don't want to move. So I think it just depends how long the ink is sitting on it for that issue. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Now, I'm doing the stems, and the stems are really small. So when I'm doing those, I'm pushing the band of the stencil brush forward, which pulls all my bristles together, and I'm holding that in place with my finger, which I don't know if you can see that on the back side, but that's giving me the ability to get into those little bitty spaces with the stencil brush. We good there?
Yes.
Now we are using a dye-based ink for the stencil brush and for our stencil work. How we doing? That looks pretty good.
It looks pretty darn good.
Okay,
yes.
I'm not going to worry about the brown that I have out here on the perimeter because it's not that much. I'm going to come back in with stencil number 3. So I hope you can see how using that straight and steady tool inside the board is a game changer. I'm not having to use stencil tape or anything to hold it down.
You know what I tell the ladies at the show about the straight and steady corner tool?
I have no idea what you tell the ladies.
It's the best thing since sliced bread. It's handier than a pocket on a shirt. And it's hotter than a $3 pistol, Julie. Okay. I mean, that is what's so cool about the straight and steady corner tool.
That could be one of your questions. We should remember that. What is Tom's favorite expressions? That's one of them.
It is one of them.
And it could be a song. Is hotter than a whatever that was.
Yeah, George Jones did that song.
That's really what it's about for you, isn't it?
Yeah, yes, it was.
Okay. Is he still alive?
George Jones? No, he's no longer with us.
Okay, we've got our little leavies going there.
Together.
Are you with me?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Okay. Is that George Jones?
That was another George. Him and Tammy Wynette.
Okay, we're going to pull that up. And there, look at that. We have our beautiful background. Everything's all aligned. And when you pull, you'll see this straight and steady tool, like it wants to stick in there. So it's really cool. When you pull it out, you want to wipe it off because we did get a little bit of ink on it. There we go. And we have our beautiful panel that we've created. We're going to wipe this off with our Wonder Wipe. The Wonder Wipe we sell in a 2-pack. I always use the blue one for my wet work and the yellow one for dry. Did I say that right? Yes, I said that right. Yes. And we're going to keep our board, keep the dust off of our board with it, and we are good to go. So again, if you have questions about the stamper's window, you can watch the video. There we go. We have our panel for the front, and we are going to add a frame to the front of that, and we are going to use the shaker rectangle frame die, and I have cut that in 3 different colors. Now, what we want to do is add a little layer and texture to that front panel. So what we're going to do, we have the red one. We're going to take the green one and the brown one, and I have cut this with the medium size. When you buy this set, there's a large, a medium, and a small. And I end up using these for all kinds of things. This is the medium one. I'm going to trim it here. And we're going to trim it down at the bottom corner as well. And we are going to adhere that to the back of our frame so that we can build up some layers. Okay, so I never use liquid. We're going to do liquid tonight, Tom.
No way.
Yeah, let's hope I don't mess it up. No pressure there, huh? So we are going to build up our corners. And the great thing about the liquid is you don't need very much. So we're just going to stack those and offset them just a little bit. And this is just going to highlight our frame, draw attention to it. There we go. So we're just going to split it in half and then stack them back together. So you could do a photo mat with this too. The large frame is the larger piece, and you could get a really nice photo look off of it by
You're
highlighting.
looking good there, Mrs. Creek.
By highlighting a photo, and you can see how having that glue nozzle.
Man, you make a little bead of glue
little
there.
bitty baby. We're not wasting glue.
Can you hit that?
There we go. Let's get the other one. So this is our frame, and we are using the stamp set. Best teacher ever. You know what? I almost forgot to put the head pin back in the glue. So we are going
What
to...
else does best teacher ever say on it? Or do you have it
Tom,
handy?
that's a really good question. Here. There you go.
We have some apples. Let's see. Happy
So there's our
Teacher's
frame.
Day. Super teacher. You are appreciated. Thank you for everything. Thanks for a great year. Many thanks for all you do. You inspire those who teach. Your classroom is a happy place.
There's not all teachers you could give that to, right, Peyton?
Yes.
Not naming any names.
Teachers rule. Yeah. My teacher always ruled because she had a big ruler that she usually whopped me
Did
with.
you have one? Did you have a teacher that did that?
No, they had paddles. We used paddles back in those days. They didn't use rulers or yardsticks. It was actually a two-handed paddle, and it had holes in it because they could swing it faster that way because there was less wind resistance.
There you go. Okay, so you know what we haven't talked about. So I'm putting adhesive on this and adhering it to the front, and then I am going to add my stamped image, and I have previously stamped and die cut that image. Super teacher right here. You know what we haven't talked about, Tom, is the special that you're offering tonight.
Whoa! Are we ever offering
didn't
a
even
special?
talk about it.
You know, we talked about doing... Pardon me?
We didn't say what the special was.
Did you want me to tell them what it is?
Yes.
Oh, God.
I'm putting this on, and I'm going to adhere this to the card front, and you're telling what the special is.
Yes, we decided to go all out. And how long is this good? How long is this good for?
May 7th. It's valid until May the 7th.
Okay.
While Tom's talking,
All right.
This is my card front, and I'm going to adhere this to the card front.
It's a pretty hefty discount until May 7th on everything on the website. You're going to get 20% off if you use the coupon code. Now we just have to figure out what the coupon code is.
Gift.
What is it?
Gift.
Gift.
Because we're making gift cards.
GIFT, because we're making gift cards. Did you hear what I said? That's not 15%, which is what we usually do, or a bundle special, which we sometimes do. I'm talking 20% on the whole website.
It's a Mother's Day special.
It's a Mother's
Treat
Day.
yourself.
Treat your mother out there.
Treat yourself. Nobody else will.
yourself.
Listen, I'm going to tell you the reality of being a mother. You better treat yourself because nobody else will. Okay, we have that stuck down. And, you know, when was the last time, Mr. Creek, that you bought me a Mother's Day gift?
When's the last time you asked for one?
I don't ask for one. You always say you're not my mother.
Well, that is kind of your son's
Okay,
job
so
to do,
I
isn't
do
it?
need to point something out.
Do you want a Mother's Day gift?
No, what I'm saying is you
I
should...
never got chastised
What
for
I'm
for
saying...
missing
No, I'm
you this Mother's
I'm
Day.
not. What I'm saying is you should just buy your own gift because you probably won't get a gift. That's
For Mother's
what I'm
Day?
saying.
I don't want you to get me a Mother's Day gift.
Okay, back to the card. we put an adhesive on this frame. Actually, I put adhesive on this frame. And when I turn it over, I have this notched out area here. So I want to take my pick tool and run that right along in there, and I will be able to pull that adhesive off. And so I don't have adhesive getting in the way. What I meant was you should treat yourself. That's what I meant. The purpose of that was you should treat yourself. Now we are ready to adhere that onto the front of our card. So we're going to need some foam tape. We need a little lift on that card. So we are going to add foam tape to 3 sides. Super fast. Now this is our white foam tape, and you can actually just tear it when you stick it on your card, and it has a easy peel liner, so it's easy to peel. We're going to put that all the way around. So I'm going to put it on 3 sides. There we go. Now if you're trimming your foam tape and your scissors are getting gunked up, you can clean off your scissors with undo. Let's remove the liner, and we will adhere that to the card. Now we have a fairly large panel that we're going to adhere to the card front. So what do you think we should do, Tom?
What do I think we should do?
Yeah, what do you think we should do?
I think we should glue it together.
Okay, we're going to take our undo and we're going to prime the paper with undo. That's going to give me time to line all my pieces up exactly where I want.
You're lined up, baby.
And then I have perfect alignment with my card front.
You know
my
what
pocket.
I always say? Because you're mine, I'll walk the line.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll remember that.
That was Johnny
so
Cash.
We're not going to stamp tonight inside, but inside this card I stamped, "You make it happen. Thank you for everything." So we've made our basic card, and we have that nice pocket. What we need to do is deal with the gift card.
Yes, the gift card. Let's
Tom,
deal with it.
We got to deal with the gift card.
We're going to deal with it.
Okay. So the gift card panel. Now, I did not tell you guys.
I thought that was the gift card notches.
The front panel back here, that was the apple paper, is 3.5 by 4.75, or the 3rd largest die in our set. Okay. Now, to get the gift card piece, we're going to cut another piece of white cardstock, 4.5 by 3.25, or the 4th largest die in the set. Are you with me, Tom?
Mm-hmm. I am.
We're going to use the gift card notches die. This is the gift card notches die, and I keep it literally in the package with those 2 pieces of tape on it, because that enables me to easily place it where I want. So we will center this on that panel.
Smart. I take you're
and
always
then,
thinking of that
Tom,
stuff.
you know, waste not, want not, right?
There you go.
We're going to run that through the die cut machine, and that is going to cut the notches in the card. We're going to put some undo on it so we don't tear our paper. There we go. It's going to cut the design of the gift card notches, and it's going to cut the notches exactly.
Do you need me to go get a card for you?
So now we have...
A gift card?
No, we're good. We have the ability to slide that in and out. Now, I will tell you, I have discovered that this half circle notch needs to be going into the card. So when you put all this together, you want to make sure that you're putting your tab on the opposite side of the notch. Did you get that, Tom?
I got it.
The tab is on the
That's
opposite
right.
side.
Did I ever tell you I like to hunt, I like to fish, and I like to play with my tractor on the farm?
And you do a great job.
Thank you.
You're
but
great.
if Tom can do it,
Anybody can do it. So this is the tab that I've chosen, and the tab die has...
What was the size? Mary Jackson is asking, what was the size of that gift card sheet, Mrs. Creek?
We'll go back there.
You're going to go back there.
Yes, well, I'll tell you in a minute. This is what the tab die looks like, and I chose to use this die up here. So the great thing about it is you've got small dies, small tabs, large tabs. This thing's been around forever. It's one of my go-to. Love it. And when I'm die cutting it with super tacky tape on the back.
Okay.
So it's a sticker.
Well.
Okay.
Karen Shin said she likes easy to peel stuff, so that's
there you
easy
go.
to peel, Karen.
Easy to peel. Now what we're going to do is put that on the notch is on the left, the tab is on the right. We're going to center it top to bottom and fold that down. And because we use that super tacky tape, we automatically have our tab attached.
All right, stand by, Mary. We're going to get you the size of that gift card sheet.
But we could figure that out. Now we have our gift card. We're going to slide in there.
Look at that.
And we're good to go.
And what were the approximate dimensions of that?
Okay, so Mr. Creek.
I don't want to leave Mary Jackson
It's
hanging.
the 4th largest die in the Creek Bank set.
Okay.
It's 4.5. You can put this in the chat, Peyton. 4.5 by 3.25. That's the gift card notches piece. Okay? 4.5 by 3.25. Okay? The front panel, which was... We started with that white front panel over here, and then we put the apples on it, was 3.5 by 4.75. 3.5 by 4.75. Okay? Now, we have a little touch that we need to finish up on our card, and I have found these little touches really make a nice finish on the card. Mr. Creek, are you about ready to wrap?
Yes, are you ready to, for me to give something away?
I'm going to do the last step, and while I'm doing this, you can do your thing. Okay. So I'm using the white gel pen, and I'm just going to go in, and I'm going to put a little swish mark on my apple. So sometimes I'm going to put it on the left.
So are you ready
I might put it on the right. Might want to add a little dot. So I'm going to do this while Mr. Creek does
a trivia question. Oh, no, I just lost my... Hold on here. Okay, yes, I just accidentally closed out my... You keep talking, Mrs. Creek.
So we're just going to take the white gel pen. Here. This is why this is a great tool to have, because it just adds a little bit of detail. And you might want to put a dot in a swish. You can mess around with this and decide. I'm going to put some dots on the leaves too. So really... adding these little details makes a huge difference on your card. And if you have not signed up for the newsletter, when you're at a show, if you sign up for the newsletter, you get the gel pen for free.
That's
right. I think I'm good. I think I got them all.
Okay, while you're doing that,
some down here. Okay.
My trivia question. Okay. We have another gardening trivia question tonight. Okay. As you remember last time, I asked what was the first item I planted in my garden, and several of you guessed, and Lois Back got that one right last time. And this time is I just planted something 2 nights ago. Weather's starting to turn warm again, so I'm back out in the garden. So what is the second thing that I planted in my garden? And the winning answer to that question gets the 3-piece apple stencil, layering stencil. A $14.99, or is it a $15.99 value? Or $14.99?
I'm not sure.
It's either $15.99 or $14.99 value. So
you too can make the beautiful apple card.
I am ready for your answers to come in. What vegetable did I plant? What is it?
$15.99.
It's a $15.99
just for
value.
You tonight.
That's right, just for you tonight. So hold on here, okay? Not yet. Good. You got some good guesses. A lot of things that I want to get planted but don't have planted is what I'm seeing.
Planted.
Keep guessing. I'm seeing zucchini, peas, radishes, peas, squash, carrots, pumpkins, onions, strawberries.
Oh,
Mary Novak is the winner. Green beans, Mary. That's right. I planted green beans the other night. So Mary Novak is the winner of that 3-piece stencil. Mary, I have your address, so you don't have to read that. Will we see her
at Mega Meet?
Mary, will we see you at Mega Meet? Yes or no? Mary Novak, winner. So Mary Novak, guest, No, Becky, I'm sorry, but I don't grow soybeans. I don't think that'd be good in my garden, but I do grow green beans. Yes, top crop green beans, as a matter of fact. Deborah.
Why don't you pull Tom's camera up?
Okay.
He's pulling up your camera.
Congratulations. Hey, we were going to pray for Mary's husband.
Yeah.
Mary's husband had, was it quadruple bypass a week or two ago? Mary, wasn't that what it was? And had a lot of very serious operation, very life-threatening. But he came through it, and we just would like to take a minute and pray for Mary's husband right now. And Mary. And so if you'd all join us as we pray for Mary, we'd love you to join in with this prayer. And Lord Jesus, we just come to you right now, and we ask you to touch Mary's husband and complete the healing in his body, Lord. I pray, Lord, in the name of Jesus, that you would just touch him and be with him and give him peace. And I pray that you'd give Mary peace as they go through this whole ordeal. And I pray, Lord, that as they get through it, that you will make them better for it, Lord, and you'll strengthen them and strengthen their faith, Lord, and watch over them and keep them.
And Lord, we pray for anybody else in the stream tonight who needs a touch from you.
Yes.
Lord, we pray that for those who need peace tonight, that peace would be their portion. Lord, I pray tonight that those who are not sleeping or resting in the night will rest. Lord, that there will be peace in their homes. And Lord, we pray for health for their bodies. Lord, we ask for their bodies to be restored and recovered. We say restore and recovery over their bodies in Jesus' name.
Yes. And with that, we're going to say good night.
Thank you for watching.
Yes, thanks for watching.
Lord,
Can't wait to see you. Can't wait to see you again.
Sometimes you need more peace.
Hold on. Aren't we going to do, were we going to announce when we're going to do our next live?
We got to figure that out. We haven't figured it out.
We're going to do it after Novi, after the Great Lakes Mega Meet. We don't know when or day, but stay tuned. We can't wait to see you. May the Lord bless and keep you.